how do you handle like negative comments and like criticisms like on your pages?
Of course.
Right.
I get this question a lot. People like, Dre, how you doing? This, that, that. I'm like, look, I'm big. Listen, one thing about it, I'm already big. I crack jokes. Like, to me, I'm like, it's almost like I treat it as a parody.
Okay.
Like I don't know if you ever seen a comment that was like, I love how, it was a comment that said, I love how I'm fat, but I be calling other people fat too.
No,
like it's like one of those situations. I'm like, you know, I'm a jokester. Like, crack on me. What's up? Like, you can joke with me. Like, I don't care. But with negative comments, thankfully, I will say, out of most creators, I actually get a lot of positive comments.
Wow.
Like, the positive outweigh the negative in a sense. I really don't see negative comments as much because I will say on the social medias now, anyways, they kind of filter those out, or either they don't even let them post it. Okay. So if you really got pretty much anything too negative to say, it ain't gonna even go through, especially on Instagram. Instagram don't play. Like, they can have certain keywords that they just block out. So either I don't see them or I don't get them. Like, so I will say for the most part, I don't have to worry about negative comments, but of course sometimes I do get them. And like I said, the positive outweigh the negative.
So I want to ask this question. At what point did you start asking yourself like those serious questions? And when I say serious questions, like, what if I don't make it? Like, was there ever a time where you question, like you questioned it as a whole? Like, what if? Like, was there ever a serious like thought in your mind about a plan B, or if this football thing don't work, like, what am I going to do?
Yeah, especially definitely when I was in South Carolina, because it's like, when I moved down here, like, you see like NFL players, you see like, you can kind of even see like high school players, you know where they about to go. You know they about to go to the league, you know they about to go. Like, in South Carolina, I'd say like you'll see that, but, and especially in Irma where I'm from, like a lot of people didn't make it to like D1 colleges or like NFL type of thing. So I always felt like I had the talent and all that type of thing, but it's like a thing of like, you just naturally see your surroundings and the people around you, like, dang, this dude was foul, that nigga was foul, but it's like, he ain't make it to the league, so it's like, it's like a type of thing that you really don't know. You can only know what you see. So it's like, I think it was great that I moved down here and I was able to see like, you know, this dude go D1, this dude go D1. It's like, dang, I can do it type of thing.
Fast car summer Miami, baddest shit in the city. Them brakes that Stevie just got, I just, you know what I'm saying, I've been had them 10 years ago. And now he, you know, you doing the catcher, he got to do shit that we ain't do. You know, shit that, you know, we need to do. I got a race car and I got a street car. Summer Miami, that's my street car. It used to be my race car, I brought it back to the street. That winter in Miami. And winter in Miami, yeah, it get cold on that track. That shit get real ugly. I love my race car for what it is, but I can't ride my street car. I can't ride my race car like I ride my street car. I enjoy my street car a lot, cause you know what I'm saying. Just like I say, with these cars, this is how we release our stress. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to smoke, but that's how I get high. What everybody doing, I'm not gonna keep redoing it. Like, it ain't like I did it and my car looked nice and I just like the way my car just looked.
Yeah.
You know, it's a legendary the way it sits. That's why I had to go back to make it back how it was.
Because it's fast. You can't really see it. Because the nigga be
No, it look good too now.
It be right.
It look good too now.
No, it's good enough to be in a car show.
Man, you put 3 goddamn olive oil on your shit. You talking about details?
That's why it's fast. It's hard to see it. Nigga,
This man put three little shrink wraps that goddamn Kenny gave him. Now his shit detailed. Son, you got everything we got.
No.
Huh? The only thing you got different is I got them seats. Them seats in there.
No, you're right. You're right, Too Fry. I got everything you boys got.
But the diamond seats.
But y'all ain't got everything I got. Bro, this shit different, bro.
What we ain't got everything you got, like what? Name one thing you got we ain't got. Diamond seats, that's it.
Have you had a 9 to 5 before, right? Yes. So would you say promoting is harder than a 9 to 5? Like, it takes more out of you?
It does take a lot out of you, but at the end of the day, it's like you have to be mindful with promotion. I mean, you have some people that come up, you know, that just do the same promo, post the same flight, post the same flight. You can't just keep
posting the same flyer.
You know, you have to do things that kind of to like grasp, you know, people's attention. You know, so like sometimes you got to put out something funny, you know, and then come with, okay, make sure you come out such and such. You know, sometimes the people, they got to hear your voice. You know, I mean, I'm sure you see it right now from different things that I do. Yes, I post flyers, you know, I post memes, but also too, I get on there now and I tell the people, hey, make sure you come out and support, you know. But one thing about Tampa, Tampa is Tampa. You know, now that I do more like grown and sexy events, I'm just trying to do something different.
Do you feel that it's easier to promote in your own city or somewhere else? Like how is that for you? Like promoting in Tampa versus, because you've been all over the state.
Promoting in Tampa.
Not the state, yeah.
Yeah, you can say the state. Okay. I would say out of the state, out of the country. Okay, you been everywhere. But I would just say like promoting in the city. I can't lie, man. You know, it's haters everywhere. But at the end of the day, you just, like I say, once again, you just got to be mindful of the way you promote.
So, okay.
You got to give the city something different. You can't keep giving the city the same
thing they used to.
Because that's, in all honesty, that's really what you're getting. You know, that's why a lot of people right now, I mean, I don't know for sure if you go out, but if you did, 9 times out of 10, you'll probably be like, why go out tonight to see the same people?
It's gonna be the same thing. Same
exactly.
folk.
Somebody just texted me not too long ago, said the same thing.
Wow.
I don't know if I want to go to this event because I'm going to see the same people.
Wow.
So that's one of the reasons why now, what I'm doing right now, and you know, not only am I doing something with a promoter in Tampa, which is my family, but also too with promoters from Lakeland, promoters from Orlando, so therefore I can get Tampa something different.
That's why they call you the OG.
OG, baby.
Being a minority, first and foremost, in Tampa, it is not easy selling real estate, okay? To get to that level of $1 million listings, $1 million deals at a consistent level is not easy. This is not Atlanta. This is not the mainstream city. This is not a New York. This is not a Chicago. This is not, you know, a Texas. This is Tampa. You know, we're not in Miami. So, you know, we have to do what we can to scale, put ourselves in positions and in rooms to be able to scale. You know, luckily I've been blessed to be able to scale to a certain level. Of course, I want more. I want to reach the top. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it is a little bit more harder to dive into the luxury real estate as a minority in Tampa, Florida.
How would you say the support is here versus when you go do shows elsewhere?
I'm gonna be real with you. I love that question. I'm gonna tell you why. My team and all of them, they'll tell you. I complain so much about the love in Tampa is not for me. And I be so upset, like, dang, why they ain't for me? Like, but it's always like that. I watch other rappers, you know, it's like 1 out of 10 rappers that might get the love from their city before they blow. But here it's just, it's no togetherness here like Atlanta. Ooh. Everybody want to be first artist out of Tampa to be the big dog and all that. I don't really care about all that. You know what I mean? I just want to like get me out there. I'd rather bring people with me. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want you to feel like you the big dog and you carrying them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I get love. I'm gonna tell you where I get the most love at Georgia, like off the rack. Probably Houston now though. Houston go crazy. It's crazy. Houston go crazy. I'm talking about. We ran into what his name? Sauce Walker.
Oh wow.
He hang with us and who I walked in front of. I said I ain't want to talk to him. Jay Prince Jr. I said, but they're a little too gangster for me. That Montana, I'm straight on that. It's cool what's happening. I'm gonna keep it pushing. That ain't me. But yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about that situation.
So let's talk about your Rick Ross experience. Like when you first started doing Promised Land car shows or whatnot, you got the first key, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that experience. Walk me through that just a little bit.
Now, still to this day, that was one of the best shows I've ever been to as far as a car show.
Okay.
I mean, you had to be there to know what I'm talking about. The experience was that shit was just like irreplaceable. Man, the hype that was created around that whole situation, it was like, it was crazy. My nigga, I'm talking about, it was just like, it was crazy. When I say crazy, I mean the hype that was created. And a lot of this hype, right, it really came from the dunk culture. We like, don't get me wrong, everybody was excited to go there,
Right.
to be there, but we created a different kind of hype. Just like when we got there, we created a different type of atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, this the 3rd year, and they still talking about that tree. You know what I'm saying? The tree is where top 5 was.
Wow.
At. Yeah, so like we brought some different kind of vibes. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just me; it was us as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah, that whole top 5 movement. We came in there, man, and we rocked that motherfucker for real.
How did y'all come up with that top 5, like that name itself? Like
So it was just like, you know, just like in anything else, motherfucker just capping, nigga just, you know what I'm saying, just popping it on that ground type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
top 5
type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on some shit like this here. Like, hey, I don't care like who it is. If it's a conversation mentioned about dunks, I promise you I'm gonna be in the top 5.
Say that one more time for people.
If it's a conversation mentioned about dunks, I promise you I'm gonna be in the top 5.
This finna be like that Cat Williams and This gonna be long.
Let's expose people.
That's what we're doing. We're here to expose what's been happening.
I'm ready.
For real.
I'm tired of it.
All right, wait, hold on real quick. So listen, this is it right here. This not what I want to get into, but this is something.
What? She about to ask me how I ever been at Diddy house, dog. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you ever been involved in a situation like that? Anybody ever pressure you?
Hell no.
Nobody ever pressured you. You signed for $5,000 at first. you was crazy.
Hey, I sound like a trick. I sound like you signed for 5,000. You a little trick.
Nobody has ever pressured you?
No. Like,
what would you do in that situation?
People try to groom you though. Like, you'll see, like, you'll go to the city and they like, you know, have a little baddie for you to, you know, be entertainment. You see that. It's like a recruitment type thing, I would say.
You ever been in a situation? Do you need therapy now after going through something like that? Are you okay?
Nah, man, I'm such a strong individual. And no means no. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just don't give out penis for free. You know what I'm saying? The penis power is only powerful when it's charged. You know what I'm saying?
Charged.
You get
so
that?
Discipline. Charged.
Boom.
Makes sense.
So if you give away the penis, you don't have power, man. You know?
That's good. That's for real. No, that's real spill. For real.
And I tried to say the right word so we don't get flagged. So
yeah, I'm glad you said the right word. But you ain't never been in no situation. No Diddy.
Nah, but I've been to Diddy house, yeah. You
been to Diddy house?
Yes.
Back in the day? The parties like they said it is? Or
man,
you left before that?
I left, but I'll just say honestly, it was when it was the first time when the Chiefs and the 49ers played in Miami at the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm down there with a DJ. The DJ, he be DJing at Diddy house, so we go. I get to go into the party with him, hang out. It's everybody there. Tory Lanez with Megan Stallion, Lizzo, wide body bands, head ass right over there. You got Karuchi over there. You got a whole bunch of people like, and it's the kind of party when you can't pull out your phone. Okay. I would have felt lame as hell pulling out my phone, being the only one, cause everybody in there like nobody phone out.
Okay.
And we watching the Super Bowl in Diddy backyard. So I come around the corner, I dap up Diddy, dap up 2 Chainz, and then that was just it. And then we went to the club after that. It wasn't like, it was nice though. They had Lobster coming around, Duce coming around, Ciroc coming around. Oh. The whole party was vibe. You know what I'm saying? And they had like these little sets, like little sections set up in the backyard.
Wow.
Yeah, so you just sat down, chill. Tory Lanez was cool. He was cool as hell. Yeah,
that was before that thing happened.
They was together though at the party.
That's what they said that happened. Mm-hmm. Why it happened?
I don't know. But it was that. But it's not cool to say that now. But I'm just like, right. It happened. I was at that party, bro. It wasn't no weird nothing. I didn't go in the house.
At all. Nope. You knew not to go in there. That's discipline.
Even to use the restroom, like use the pool one. It's a pool bathroom right there.
So you knew, like, okay,
I ain't know nothing going on, and I didn't know nothing, see nothing. All I know is I was there in the backyard watching the football game.
You can give it to me again, or you give me something different. What you got for me?
everybody keep talking when they see me get the run and got 1,500, and I swear that's on my mom. Getting money, getting AIDS, and I never come to play. I just dropped 10K on my mama. That's a fake. Popping things never changed. Now they see me making waste. Got a check for 10,000. Now I'm helping out my mama. Drink the potion, feel the ocean. Now they see me get emotion. Drop the diamond on my mama. Now she happy with a come. I just got me a jet. Now I feel like super check. All these diamonds on my neck. Swear I'm finna make a wreck. Hit the hips and then I dip. Bro, hit me them chips. I'm getting to the bag. Keep my haters sad.
Harmony, keeping them haters sad. Stop playing with the girl. I'm gonna just jump right in. You signed with Slip and Slide?
Yep.
Okay. How did that come about? Tell me a little bit of your story.
Okay, this gonna be a little long story. I ain't gonna make it too long.
Okay, go ahead.
I like it. My first situation was with Warner Brothers. I got signed going on 7 years ago.
Oh, wow.
You know, and that was my first start with my first single, Florida. You know, that was like my breakout single.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things didn't go as planned. You know, that was, like I said, my first situation, stuff like that. Ended up getting out of that situation scot-free, thank God. Got signed to Atlantic Records a year later. But the crazy thing about that one, I got signed during COVID, during that situation.
Okay.
So a lot of the outlets that were supposed to be available to me weren't available.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so end up getting out of that situation scot-free. But the crazy thing about it is Ted Lucas, shout out to Ted Lucas, the owner of Slip and Slide.
Mm-hmm.
We crossed paths years prior through who I was signed to at the time, Chris Jones. Shout out to Chris Jones. And they used to do a lot of business with each other. And he ended up, Chris Jones, he had a situation with Atlanta, which I was a part of.
Okay.
And he ended up parting ways. And hollered at Ted, man, I got this order. He from Florida. I think that's what you missing. You know what I'm saying? And then, short story, he was hearing it from one of his A&Rs, Ted. Now, he was hearing it from one of his A&Rs, man, I found this dope artist. His name Types, but he ain't know it was the same person that those guys were talking about. So when it came to picture, it was this the same. You know what I'm saying? This the same damn artist that I'm hearing from my boy and my own A&R.
Oh, it was meant to be.
And he ended up bringing me down, and we sat down, and man, it been love since the jump, since day one.
So but how long ago did you start? How long ago has it been since you got your music?
I've been doing music all my life. This all I ever wanted to be. You know, I just had somebody, a supporter of mine, the other day that I went to school with, and she was cleaning out her house and finna move, and she found my CD.
Wow.
From 6th grade.
So no plan B. Most people got plan A.
I ain't had no plan B.
So it was
it's
gonna work.
I knew sports. I was too much of a pretty boy. I knew sports wasn't gonna work out.
Yeah, he got some smooth skin, y'all. Now the skin is doing what it's supposed to do.
And the streets, I say this all the time. Tallahassee, where I'm from, I moved around a lot growing up. We lived. I went to every elementary grade. I was at different school.
Wow.
Every middle school, I was at different middle school. High school was the only one that I stuck through. So
wow.
I done lived on all sides of town, grew up with everybody. Just about
everybody know you.
Everybody knew me, so I ain't have to. And plus I ain't have no brothers, I ain't have no sisters. I was on the child both sides, so.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was more so man, that brother, he don't fuck with nobody. That nigga trying to get some money, he be on your business. That is it. You feel me? That was my thing coming up. You feel me? So it was growing up, especially when the music came around. It was a lot easier, especially at that time, me coming in, the popularity and shit like that. It was a lot easier for me to say, man, I'm finna drop a little song. Everybody, at that time, they put the mixtape cover out, their profile picture, stuff like that. But I ain't have no plan B.
We not judgmental. We try to give everybody their respect, and that's what make us a little different. Because you could be billing whatever you billing, but if you put your money into it, we pretty much respect it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't tripping on what you lack of. If you feel like your car top 5, yeah, your car top 5. And we ain't gonna, kiki ha about it behind closed doors. At the end of the day, if you spend your money, enjoy your bill, and just enjoy whatever it is we got going on, be supportive and keep it moving. But that's what makes us different from other car clubs, if that makes sense. Because right now, people like too judgmental. You got to have a certain paint, or you got to have a certain style of rims, and I I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? You spend your money, that's what it is.
Whatever you spend your money, however you spend your money, whatever you want to do, it's an internal thing. So like, I'm gonna do what make me happy. Whatever make me happy, whatever make me confident, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm not gonna do nothing to fit in. I don't want to fit in. I always want to set apart. You know what I'm saying? So if it's gonna make me fit in any type of way, I just rather take another route.
What would you say got you into music?
Man, I would say growing up though, my father. So unfortunately, at a young age, I lost my father probably around the age of 12. But prior to that, I mean, I was already in a single household. But he was murdered at 12, oh, wow. And I remember at that time, kind of thinking to myself, like, man, I kind of need like a father figure, or where do I go to find like what it looks like to be a man, or what it means to be a man. And so at the time, the only thing that I really knew was hip hop. And wow. So we was in Queens, New York at the time, and me being the oldest of a single parent household, I tried to mimic what I saw in the music video. So hip hop wasn't just teaching me how to dress and talk, but it was teaching me indirectly, unfortunately, teaching me how to treat a woman, or teaching me what it means to be financially secure, wow. or this that and the third. And so for me at the time, I was trying to navigate through that. As I got older, I just remember like anytime I would listen to like lyrics, whether it was Jay-Z, whether it was Fabulous, at this time, or Lil Wayne, I would just like listen to them. And it wasn't because I wanted to be a rapper. I would just write down their lyrics because I really wanted to know what they were saying, and I wanted to be able to say it with them. And so I didn't know at that time, but I was practicing rapping at that time, and kind of gaining my own delivery. And so I tell people all the time, like, if you're looking to be a rapper, like, you got to first learn to imitate and then learn to kind of like be yourself. Same thing like a chef, you know what I'm saying? Like, a chef doesn't just go in and just create his own meal. He starts using other people's ingredients. And when he starts using other people's ingredients, then you start adding, okay, cool, I'm gonna add my own. To make it your own. Right? You add a little bit of lemon. And so that's what I was doing. I was basically using other people's ingredients, but then as I started writing myself, I found myself adding lemon to it. You know what I'm saying? Basically, okay, cool, this is my punchline. This is how I want to deliver things. And so as I got older, I ended up, really what started it was probably around, like, I want to maybe say like 2007. I was volunteering at a juvenile detention center. I was just helping some inner city kids at this time, and they did an open mic, and they wanted me to kind of just try. And I had never wrote anything before. Well, I just wrote, like a 16 bar, and I went in front of all the kids, but there was a guy who just happened to be there that day. And he had a studio, and he had heard me just rapping. He said, yo, y'all got a studio, you want to just come check it out? And I said, all right, cool. So I went, and we went to the studio, and he just put on some beats, and he was like, start writing. I was like, what? And he taught me on how to write on the spot, how to just come up with different concepts and stuff. And so for about 2 years, I was just working with him real close. And then from there, I kind of gained like a desire of my own to kind of like create music. But even at that time, I had already been introduced to battle rap, and I knew that like the competitiveness of hip hop was kind of what really, really got my attention, more so than just making music. I love making music, but the competitiveness of it, like being in front of people, watching 8 Mile. I remember watching 8 Mile and stuff like that. Like that just kind of, even competitions, like when I was watching 106 in Park growing up as a kid, I used to love Freestyle Fridays. Or even like that show you just talked about with Rhythm and Flow and Flawless. Like those things to like always grab my attention more so than a concert. And so that's how I kind of like transitioned into it.
I am a 7. You know me. That's me. All day long, 73. That's me.
Yeah.
All right. So here it is. I kind of like different interiors. I kind of like bucket seats. I kind of like embossing the back seat. You've seen we've done that. Yeah, I kind of want a challenge because here it is. Like everybody left us with fiberglass, and we wanted to do fiberglass, and we did fiberglass so nice, and we were on our way to changing the whole game.
Everybody left y'all with fiberglass.
Fiberglass was like something that came in and left.
Yeah, everything.
But a lot of it was because it cost so much to do it properly that a lot of people backed away from it. And that kind of left us stranded. Like, what do we do next? Everybody went to an OG interior, which is beautiful, which is better than most of the interiors that you do or you see now, which is really nice. But I still like fiberglass. I still like custom seats. Some of these guys are big, man. They don't really fit in those bench seats. It's hard to try to get somebody with a giant leg.
This man my size.
Yeah, but you know, hey, at least he's got power seats. Some people are running around. Listen, some people are running around with they seat talking about 1, 2, 3 with their homeboy moving their seat. Come on, dog.
I want to ask you this. What will make you walk away from a situation? I don't care how much you love the person. What is the thing or the things that will make you just walk away from that situation?
Lack of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Lack of time.
So when you say lack of communication,
yeah,
elaborate.
You have to know how to communicate. Like, if it's an issue, you gotta talk. You gotta like discuss it.
So when there's problems arising, you like to just right then and there. You don't like to wait till later. I'm upset. I don't want to talk right now. You want to.
Let's get it out of the way. If you need to take a little breath real fast and think about it, and you do that, but let me know, because if I feel like you're being distant, I'm gonna get distant, and I'm just gonna give you space.
Wow.
That's how I'm gonna be. That's just how I am, though.
So that'll make you leave I love you, but you're not communicating. So I don't want to.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what you're not doing. And when it comes to communication and lack of time, and like, I'm gonna tell you what you're not doing. Anything else, I don't really care about, because tomorrow ain't promised. So you need that time and communication. I have to be able to understand who I'm dealing with. So.
And you feel like the more you communicate with somebody, you're learning them.
The better, yeah. Because through communication, you learn how to treat people. How you know how to treat them. They'll tell you how to treat them.
What about the nonverbal cues? Like, I don't have to always tell you how I'm feeling. Like, bro, you know, what about the nonverbal? That you don't think that's communication, or you like for somebody to be vocal?
Now you in the gray, because you don't know what's going on for real. So you can be doing something that continually making them mad. And they're not even telling you. So it's like, at this point, you might just want to be mad, and I don't want to be around a negative person.
So like, Kenny, he persuaded me to go frame off, and like when I did frame off, Fly had bought his car from Chad. Then he had did his frame, and it was like a domino effect after that. Everybody started doing their frames and shit like that. Like, but I don't want to be bragging about it. But like, I think that was like 2014.
So you kind of set it off,
like doing the frames and stuff like that. So like, and then it kind of made me like, man, it kind of make your car look good when you open the hood. So a lot of stuff like Kenny did, he kind of like that. You think he went overboard, but he didn't, because you was like, that's people just doing it now.
When you look back on it, like he had a vision to, okay.
Yeah, he kind of doing that, but you know, Kenny, but he kind of made me do that. So I ain't finna sit here and say, I went there for that, because I didn't go there thinking I was gonna do the frame. I was just like, because I came from painting cars candy, so I kind of got tired of every car looking the same.
Right.
So I kind of went from like, I don't want no candy car no more. I want a clean looking car. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of did my car how it was, because I came from like the candy vibe. I had a truck and my 73 hardtop and stuff.
That's what it is.
How do you balance being a family man? Like, cause I know you be active with your kids and stuff they got going on too, like, and you support in that area with your family. How hard is that to balance, or how do you do it? Period.
I just know it's important, you know what I'm saying? So I try to keep that at the front of my mind, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your kids, they grow so fast, you know what I'm saying? So I try to cherish that time I can spend with them, you know what I'm saying? Like, being able to go to the basketball games, being able to show them how to drive, you know what I'm saying? Being able to just support anything they got going on, the cheer competitions, you know, and just being that male father figure in their life. Because a lot of times, like, my kids will go through something, and then when I'm there and I can really tell them something they need to hear or need to know, or something I've been through, and we can have that, you know, heart-to-heart conversation. They might not feel me at the time, but, you know what I'm saying, me, in my mind, I'm showing myself why it's important, it's imperative for a father to be there. Like, I be thinking like, damn, what if I wasn't there for that? So I thank God that I'm there for that. You know what I'm saying? That I was there when my son was feeling this kind of way, or my daughter was feeling this kind of way. I'm there. I was there for that. What if I wasn't? What if I was locked up? You know what I'm saying? In prison. What if I was dead, gone? You know what I'm saying? Because of the wrong choices out here. You know what I'm saying? What if I wasn't there? You know what I mean? Or what if I was just a deadbeat ass nigga that just went around? You know what I'm saying? But I was there for that, so that's something to be thankful for. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
And if you feel that way, just imagine how they feel.
Right.
Especially them boys, like for you to be actively present.
Yeah.
'Cause you got people that be right in the house, but just be in the house.
Right.
Might as well be the couch inside the house, because not active, not involved in anything, can't tell you what's going on with their kids. So like that's commendable.
Mm-hmm.
And people can say, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. But at the end of the day, like the world we live in, that's not the norm in communities where I'm from, or whatever the case is.
Right.
So that's very commendable.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, and then I can sleep well like that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I can know, hey, I played my part. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dudes out here like, they can't say they playing their part. And then if your child come out a certain way, I mean, your child can come out either way. They gonna make their choices when they get big enough to make the choices. But at least try to greaten the odds of them going the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Try to lessen the odds of them going the wrong way.
So with that, because I know you weren't always just, you used to be doing some stuff. I could just tell. At what point, like, I don't know if something took place, something happened. At what point did you begin to take accountability for, just say if you were going the wrong way, like, wavering a little bit?
Yeah. I just knew I didn't want to go to prison. I just knew like it wasn't but two things gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You gonna go to prison or you gonna die here. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. That's what's still happening to a lot of my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? We older now, so it's a lesson in my generation. You know what I'm saying? But me coming up, that's all I seen. You know what I'm saying? We made norm out of tragedy. You know what I'm saying? Like our homeboys going to prison. We ain't really look down on that. We ain't really. Wow. I mean, we ain't really see that as like, damn, like we, that didn't upset us. We felt like that was badges of honor to to see a nigga go to prison, and and it's cool when you in that world. You know what I'm saying? But me, I just said, nah, bro, I'm gonna do the best I can to try to stay out of that. And then, cause I mean, if we all waddling in the mud, then who gonna help? Who gonna help somebody, the next man out? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Right. So
you just took that mindset, like, listen,
yeah,
at this point, it gotta be me.
Yeah, I knew I ain't want to go to prison. I'm like, going to prison that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't my thing. I'm an outside type of nigga. I need to be out here getting money. I ain't with that being locked up and calling home and sweating a bitch about sending me something. And I ain't that type of nigga. I'm the type of nigga I need to be out here free and getting some motherfucking money and taking care of my family and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's more important.
If you could leave the audience with anything, and it doesn't have to be one word, 2 words, whatever comes out of your mouth, what we leaving them with?
I would leave y'all with, take off Saul's armor. Be you. Saul tried to put his armor on David, and David said, this does not fit me. Don't try to fit in with culture. Don't try to fit in what the church, quote unquote, says you need to be like. My pastors and people when I was younger, you gotta wear a suit, you gotta wear a tie, you gotta do it. I'm called to street ministry. I'm called to trap houses. I'm called to dope boys. I'm called to the block. I am not called to the building. I don't want your money. I don't want your tithes. I don't want your offering. I want you to walk in purpose. I want you to take off Saul's armor and walk in what God called you to do and what he called you to be. You are unique, you are special, and you are customized for his purpose and his design for this next generation.